Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday from the Toybox edition. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you from the Toybox the Power of the Primes Legends Class Beachcomber. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at Beachcomber in his alt mode and his accessories, which is pretty much just the instruction manual. Now here, Power of the Primes, Beachcomber, Transformers Generation, ages 8 and up. Nice illustrated version of Beachcomber there. And if I can get these opened up good. And there's nice clear illustrations for the instructions. However, the dark background and the dark color that they chose to highlight the portions that you're supposed to be manipulating makes it a little bit hard to see. But there it is. That's his instructions. You can follow him. Again, you might have to shine a little bit of extra light on it to actually see what parts they're saying need to be manipulated. Of course, it depends on your eyes as well, I suppose. Mine aren't the greatest in the universe, so that could be an issue as well. So let's take a look. I was fixing to start transforming him, but what we need to do is take a look at him in his dune buggy mode, and I have to say, the wheels look nice, even though I think they're two pieces and they're both molded in the proper colors. This one, of course, is, it's hinged in or screwed in, whatever you want to call it. And then this one is just pegged in, or it slips over the peg. And a lot of this guy is molded in the proper colors. We got some paint apps right here. We got this Autobot Tampo, which I love on Beachcomber. I wish all Beachcombers had the Autobot logo on their hood in dune buggy mode. But as you can see, this one isn't quite lined up 100% properly, so it makes it look a little odd, and that might be why they don't do that more. And then we've got some paint apps right here on the engine. And then, oh no, visible head syndrome. And then, all kind of robot bits and bobs visible from underneath. But that, my friends, does it for a look at Beachcomber in his alt mode. Here we have the Power of the Primes Legends Class Beachcomber with my original Generation 1 Beachcomber and Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Beachcomber. Here we have the Power of the Primes Legends Class Beachcomber with the Titans Returns Legends Class Beachcomber and the Amazon exclusive War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform this Transformer right here. So, I can avoid dropping him anymore. Let's start with the roll bars. And we'll just separate. You can see there's two tiny little pegs there and two tiny little ports here. So we'll just lift it up. There's a hinge right here. So we'll lift that up. Then what we can do is move this part forward, which becomes the legs, and then we'll fold these down like that, and they help support the figure in robot mode, kind of like heel spurs. So there we have that. Now the next thing we want to do is let's pull the arms out, and you can see there's a tab right here, rather large tab, and then there's the slot foot right there, and it's like that on both sides. So once you have that done, this whole upper assembly here just slides down, and there's his head, and then I can hang on to him. You flip that in. And one thing I forgot to mention while we were looking at Dune Buggy mode is a Titan Master or Prime Master can sit in the cockpit of the Dune Buggy mode. Cockpit, operations control, cab, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same difference, I suppose, or maybe not. So there we have, my friends, Beachcomber all transformed. Let's take a look at Beachcomber in his alt mode. No, not his alt mode. His primary mode, or robot mode, as it were. And you can see right here, the head appears to be molded in proper color with a silver paint app for the goggles. And we've got this right here, which I believe is a tampo. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a sticker. It's a tampo, and then we've got some paint apps right here, it appears. And we've got the tampo on his shins of, you know, half of the Autobot logo, one half on each shin. And then I do believe the hands are a paint app. And on the back, again, some of the same stuff we talked about in alt mode. The silver paint apps here, and then black paint apps here. Now, as far as his articulation goes, you know, the head will forcefully turn about that far, and that's it. You can see it gets hung up on this piece right here. So his head can turn left and right, but he cannot do the full exorcist. Then we have a ball hinge here at the arm, and the ball and peg come out from the torso, and it's received by the arm, and it gives you approximately 90 degrees up at the shoulder, 360 degree rotation there as well, ball hinge at the elbow as well, and it gives you a 360 degree rotation, as well as a little past 90 degrees bend. Nothing at the waist, at the hips, also on ball joints. He will give you the full splits. He kicks forward, not quite 90 degrees. Back would probably be a little more if this wasn't in the way, but that's how far back you get. There's a cut here at the upper thigh on a mushroom peg for a full 360 degree rotation. And then a single hinge at the knee, and it gives you that much bend, mostly because of transformation. And then he has nothing in the ankles. Also, no accessory to hold, so now there we go, my friends. A look at Beachcomber in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Power of the Primes Legends Class Beachcomber with my original Generation 1 Beachcomber and the Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Beachcomber. Here we have the Power of the Primes Legends Class Beachcomber with the Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Power of the Primes Legends Class Beachcomber, I have to say, I like this guy, and you can see in this one, a lot of the same engineering was used in the Evolution Deluxe Class Beachcomber. And I have to say, you know, the transformation on this, it's enjoyable. It's not overly complicated. It's not overly simple. It's, I guess, just right. One of the things that I really like about this version of Beachcomber, even though I know it's more based in the IDW style than G1, there's still a lot of G1 in this guy. But one of the things that I really like about this guy is in his alt mode, you know, on his hood, he has the Autobot logo, you know, in this mode, of course, they're upside down and one half on each leg. But when he's in his alt mode, of course, they join together on the hood. And I really like that. And I wish they had done that with the Evolution Deluxe Class Beachcomber, because that's, I think that's how it should be. Just that big, I'm an Autobot on the front of a dune buggy for this character. He does have a couple of paint apps. A lot of him is molded in the appropriate colored plastic, and that's okay. His back wheels are pinned, and his front tires just clip on. I wish they would have chose one or the other. And I know it's cost saving features, but I like when stuff matches up. I don't like mismatched stuff, and you know, that's just me. Your mileage, of course, may vary, but I like this guy. I didn't like him enough to not replace him with the Evolution version, because, you know, as much as I like this guy, that one takes everything that's good about this one and just scales it up a bit. And except for, of course, the Autobot logo on the hood of the dune buggy. He's got a couple of paint amps. He's got a couple of tampos, or at least one tampo, I think. Unless it's a sticker right there in the middle of his chest. I'm not sure. And then, you know, as he's coming around here, you can see he's got the paint apps on the silver paint apps on the engine. And then, you know, again, I like this guy, and if they hadn't took everything about this guy and made it better except for the Autobot logo, I probably would not have replaced him with the Evolution version. But then again, I might have anyway, just for scale reasons, so everything matches up a little better. But again, if you have this Beachcomber and you didn't upgrade to the Evolution Deluxe Class Beachcomber, You know, it's really, unless you're concerned about the scale, it's, you know, this one is fine. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.